Though I don't know whether I should be on this side or the other side, because I know, like, I think the map pops up on this side. I don't know. We'll start over here, and I might go over on that side in a moment. Without further ado, I guess we start afresh and anew. So I'm trying to remember the bits and pieces from the demo. I remember stuff like finding the cloakroom means we can store stuff. I recall there was some items that were really useful. I think like it was a shovel, weirdly, because there are some outdoor spaces, and finding buried stuff was handy. Try not to do too many dead ends. If we can find rooms with multiple exits, at least we're not going to screw ourselves over. What else? So I didn't watch through the demo again because I wanted to go in fairly cold, but I'm just trying to remember what I did and stuff. We'll see. Right. And it's supposed to be like our uncle or something?
Sinclair of the Mount Holly estate at Reddington to publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon
okay.
Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall...
Yeah, because there is a time limit. And I know there's like a challenge mode or whatever to reach room 46 in a single day, isn't there?
March 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Hello, Sky. I guess, in some degree, the man responsible for this, right?
Star is born.
As once again, thank you for gifting this for the birthday present and that. And I take it you're still alive. You've survived. Is normality once again upon us? Right. Yes. So the stuff up there, 50 steps. That's how many paces we can go. And yeah. It's find all the clues and such. Alright. Open only in the event of my death. Today's stream is sponsored by this idiot. Welcome. Where am I putting the emphasis on this? Namd Nasrum? I don't know. But hello, how are we? You've survived and it's finally over, is it? Nam is fine. Welcome, Nam. How are we? Right. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. If Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate, may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself. But it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I'm uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. Alright. I don't think we need to make notes of that specifically. We know stuff shifts every morning. That was still in the demo, so I was very aware of that. Right, okay, also, our blueprint, Mount Holly blueprint. This will serve as a useful map inventory log during your adventure. You may access it with tab. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I might end up on that side. Also, we can call it a day at any point, and we need to... I think in the demo, I did reach the antechamber at one point, and that was kind of the end of the demo, but I think reaching the antechamber is only, like, the first step to reaching room 46, and I know there's a bunch of stuff after it. Well, I don't know, but I've heard. Right, but we have 3 doors. Also, searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 footfall. When you no longer have any left, you'll be too tired to continue searching the manor, and you must call it a day. So basically, we can enter and re-enter 50 rooms. So yeah, I remember going backwards also drained our foot count. Right. Well, we're here. Let's go with door number 1, shall we? Right. Well, don't go into the closet straight away. Hallway seems like a good option because we've got multiple exits. Right. Nothing knocking around in here, is there? Nope. Also, just a big fan of Half-Life, right? Right, what we got? Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Okay. Good to know. Are we starting to make notes already? Sure. I prepared for this. No, that's the wrong button to press. Let's jump over here. Let's bring this up. Right. So this was a hallway, wasn't it? Note was west wing. More doors are locked. Fair enough. Right. Let's come back here. Right. Well, is that indicating that is already locked? No. Right. Well, we do want to go around the corner because, yes, we're hitting a dead end here. So this would work. This would work. I don't really want to box myself off straight away, but what I can remember, the little puzzle piece indicates there is a puzzle here we need to solve, or a clue or something, isn't there? So, yeah, let's go for the parlour. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh. Wind up key. Component of a parlour game. Alright. Well, once again, let's make a note of that. The parlor. Item. Wind up key. Right. What we got? Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldmans this past Thursday. Now, I remember these kind of notes. I remember something about, like, a dinner party with the Oldmans or something like that. But it has been a year, so... I'm being frank. It had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, both spent much of the evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned that to you a rather singular parlour game I had played some years back, involving 3 boxes of different colours. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I've included this with the notes, all the details you will need to share with the guests, should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. Right. Do we take a picture of this? Like, sure. In fact, if I would do that and actually take the entire page and right. I should be able to post that in there. See? I'm prepared. Like I said, the one thing I remember people saying is it's very important to have notes. This is Obsidian. If you do exclamation Obsidian, I mostly use this for doing my D&D prep, but I know this is going to be very handy for this because I'll be able to link stuff together. I'm essentially going to have multiple dots, and I'll be able to follow them as we go. Right. Okay. So, once again, I took the picture, but I never actually read the thing. So, there will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box that displays only false statements. Only one box has the prize within. The other 2 are always empty. So, yeah, it's the classic, one of us speaks the truth, one of us lies. Right. This box is blue. The gems are in a true box. This box is black. Well, those are both factual, accurate statements. So, both of these could be the true box. Well, both one has to be a true box. One also has to have the thing in it. The gems are in a true box, which is a lie. So if the gems are not in a true box, they must be in a false box. By definition, right? Both of those true statements, and one always tells the truth, one always lies. And what was the third terminology? Third terminology is only one box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. Right. So both are true statements. This is a lie. So theoretically, I got gems. And I can't remember what the context for the gems were. I know, like I said, I remember there was a cloakroom where you could store stuff. But I can't remember like what the cash in that's for. Coin purse. Each time you collect 3 coins, an additional 1. Okay, so this is like a trinket thing, right? Again, I'm going to make a note of that because we might need to remember coin purses. I don't need to put that one down, but coin purse item was 1 bonus coin. And plus 1 bonus coin. Right. And there's nothing else. Right. I guess we keep going this way. Again, keep going through. Closet wouldn't be terrible on the side there. Whenever you enter the chapel, we lose a coin. Okay, right. Well, we don't have any coins presently. We have gems. That's it. Okay, to go into some, we need currency, essentially. So, we could put this here. And come back to it when we have some coins. I think that's not a terrible idea, because we have 2 other ways to go. I'm not going in yet, because we don't have any coins. So, we have essentially 3 ways to go, actually. But I'm not going to go that way, just in case we do want a dead end to one side thing. So, we're going to go this way first. Ooh, okay. Don't want a closet. Do want to make progress. This does give us coins. When you enter this room, you gain 2 footfalls. Could be useful, but we kind of want the money, so I'm going to take the pantry. And food is important. I can't remember why. Ah, no, that gives us footfalls. Food gives us footfalls. Right. Right. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house. 50 footsteps should be more than enough, so I think it's an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The closed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order. Leave it. Also, welcome Jiboa. Also, I missed that from Nam. Why was that a lie? Genuine question, not a hint. Because, like, the 2 of the boxes correctly identified the colour they were. So, neither of them were a lie, because they both were accurately, one was a blue box, one was a black box. So, the process of elimination was the last one had to be the lie, because both were true. It's always one is... there's one truth, one lie. So yeah, it was process of elimination. It was fairly easy to break that down. So the number of fruits may be important. Once again, are we taking pictures of everything? Probably. Let's make sure we have appropriate clues, I guess. Because it might be important. I don't know. Also, what room was this? This was the pantry, wasn't it? I believe it is the pantry. Taking a picture, but you've seen the reverse. Yep. That's... They're ready for us. Okay, right. I don't think there's anything else in here. Like, I mean, so far the rooms I've seen are ones I remember. Right. Ideally, we want this to kind of maybe dogleg back round. Because, really, we want to be able to go over here as well. So, I guess the corridor could do that. But actually our best bet is maybe go to the entrance hall and figure out what our options here are. Oh no, I can't. Yeah, we have to pick the room that's drafted. I forgot that was a thing. We can't go, oh wait, well these are the options. You know what, I'm just going to back away. Yeah, so we have to pick. Which means... I think the corridor is our best bet. Otherwise, we're going to lose opportunities to put rooms on this side. The only other option is maybe the bedroom, and then we can come all the way around on ourselves. But that's a lot of footfalls. Get a key for this. We know we needed money for that, which we have now. Giving us a 10 footfalls is not the worst idea in the world. We have to come back on ourselves to get it. I think this is the best option. Can't break into any of the boxes. No notes. No, this is just a empty corridor. Right. Okay. Security. View inventory of all items currently in the house. Gem is required. Thankfully, we have 2. Each day, the meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been achieved. One thing worth considering is any rooms we pick now we don't see later. Yeah, I guess it takes them out of the pool of cards we're drawing from, doesn't it? It's one of these. I don't know if the food thing is important. I think the security, we have the gems, we might as well. What I can remember, like, it was several runs before I found this room, because I go, oh wait, there's cutscenes? I wasn't expecting that when I played the demo. So what rooms do I remember seeing? Yeah, I vaguely recall that kind of drawing room, storage room, yes. Archive room, yeah, okay, I vaguely recall that one. Music room, can't remember. Alright. Let's see. Let's say blue memos true, red memos are a lie. Okay, right, again. We'll just take pictures of everything, shall we? Yep. This is deemed the security room. So I'm seeing the rank 3 in the bottom corner, like, is that the room or how many tiers we've progressed? I'm not sure. So you know what? Because we've got this stuff in the background, we don't really need the backing track. Let's do that. Okay. So what is it? Security room. Okay. Don't feel ignored, but you assume all questions are Yes, absolutely. This is 100%. Yeah, this is me. Like, if my golden rule is, if I'm asking questions, just ignore me, unless I go, okay, chat, tell me the answer. For the most part, it's me doing my process. Right. Can't remember anything else. Like. Vaguely. Ah, yes. Yeah, here we go. Right. Staff notice. Terminal password. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically, as your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call. It is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at the security, where the punching clock used to be, and the laboratory. Any processes, any questions or concerns regarding the process will be directed towards House Manager Mrs. Babbage. Right. So I guess we can make a note of computer terminals in security and lab. That seems important. Security terminals. So itchy eye. Pollen count is high again today. Terminals in security and lab. That feels like something I will do at a later date. Well, after the stream. Like at the present, they're in Obsidian. Here as a useful tool, and then I will link all together properly. Security and what was it? Laboratory. What's lab? Right. Yeah, laboratory. Where did anything go? Tory, which I will be able to link that. Right. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked, and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. Wasn't something like red were false? That was the general thing. So it's basically saying the antechamber is locked. And blue was keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in higher ranks of the estate. This is a rank 3 room. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. So it's just saying, like, depending on where you stack the rooms, like the higher up the map they are, then more likely they'll be locked. So I guess both of these are worth snapping, right? Put that in. And this one gets done as well. Also, you going for a spin? Are you Sky? No worries, we'll do that. So these can be figured out later. Alright. Also, nothing else of relevance is there. I take the coffee. Welcome to Holly Security. Your idea is to wait, valid. Your estate inventory. Following details. Listed in the items currently in the house that have yet to be collected. Okay, right. Well, I guess I've picked up all the gems that are currently in any rooms, because we're not really doing any backtracking yet. So it does mean, because the one room we haven't gone into yet is the chapel. So there isn't actually anything in there. Keycard system. Security doors within the estate can only be unlocked with electronic things. Keycard system is currently operational. Settings. Security level is medium. Offline mode is locked. whatever that means. Change offline mode. This mode determines the default settings of the security doors will be set to if power is lost during blackouts, for example. I'm trying to remember, was there anything like blackouts? I vaguely recall there was a garage and there was a fuse box when I played the demo. Was that something to do with it? As a general safety rule, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working on the estate. Okay, then can we unlock stuff? Confirm settings. Network. This is what we need a password for. And there's no way of discerning what the password was from that thing, was there? Because it was scribbled out. Fairly. Yeah. Could be an 8, it could be an S. Something. So yeah, I think we have to go somewhere else to get that. Alright, okay, but we have 2 exits, and ideally we want this door to split left and right and go downwards. Also, like, I'm a little quiet. Can we do something about the audio? Out there. Okay, the den would do that, or the drawing room. May draw new floor plans while drafting this room. That requires a gem. That gives us a gem, though. Nabbing an extra gem isn't a terrible idea. Let's do that. Yoink. So I don't think there's anything around. Clocks might be important. I'm trying to remember, was a clock important when I played it last time? But it's 10 to 12. Oh, I guess it's time is moving a lot quicker than you expect. You've seen 2 crossword experts try to decipher the scribble using their dictionary knowledge and the letter outlines. You can barely see. I very much doubt it's intended for the game designers. Probably not. Okay, hopefully this goes... Yeah, if we can get a room that goes straight down, that'd be great. Unfortunately not. So we could go for another key... well, our first key, actually. 1 star for each time you draft the observatory. What do the stars do? We have 2 gems, but I think a key would be more important right now. Lavatory... It doesn't say we're going to get anything, but there might be a note or something in here. I think grabbing a key is our best option here. So yeah, the door is all boarded up because it's going to a dead end. And journey noteworthy. As you may continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes or observations. We were way ahead of them. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool. Okay, right, where's my key? Thank you. Right, also anything else? I don't think so. Alright, okay, now we start backtracking, which is still costs us footfalls, doesn't it? I still think following a straight line, other than doing lots of backtracking, is probably our best bet. So sure, let's see what we get. Oh look, the toilet's shown up again. Closet or bedroom? Bedroom's not terrible here because, well, it doesn't matter if we go into a dead end here. And we will get 2 footfalls back. So, yeah, I think makes sense to do this. Ooh, and what's in the box? The trunk is locked. Oh, okay. We probably want to save the key for a room, actually. Okay. Greetings from Reddington. Don't know that's significant in any way. Also, apparently, we might be in a house that Deckard stayed in, because we're seeing some origami. We can't rotate this around or anything to see if they're important. So, possibly a necklace might be important. I'm presuming everything is a clue, right? I'm going in with the mindset everything may be a clue. It could all just be decoration, but, like, yes. Necklaces. Okay, so in the box could be something. But let's see what we draft. Guest bedroom for footfalls, storeroom, plus all of those. As I said, a dead end is not terrible. 10 footsteps will allow us to backtrack a bit. Also, going straight along may give us options. I think collecting items is possibly useful. And it does mean if we get another key, we can possibly open that box. Okay, coins, keys, and a gem. Right, lovely stuff. Right, and we're dead end here, so we know. Ideally, we're going to probably be going this way, or get this to turn right out of this door and head up. And there's nothing else significant, right? Okay. So what's in the box? Ooh, more stuff. Traded a key for another key. Get more coins for every time we do that, so we're making profit there. Okay, right. Now we backtrack. Did we leave anything behind? No. Okay. See what we get. Yeah, we can get our footsteps back going through the bedroom, yeah. Right. Courtyard. I don't really want a dead end. Lavatory, the dead end as well. Courtyard's not terrible, but what I can recall, having the shovel for any of the outdoor spaces is pretty good. But we have so many gems now, like, I think this is probably the way to go. Ooh, metal detector, though. That's handy, what I can remember. Greatest chance of finding keys and coins. That's the sort of thing, if we can get the, was it the cloakroom? Closet? Something like that, isn't it? We can put that in there. Like, we can beep this, but we don't have a shovel to dig up. So I think little patches of soil like this, there's a chance we can maybe dig something up. But we need a shovel. Yeah, ideally we want this site heading reasonably far north. So straight lines, spare room, commissary, items for sale. Okay, that was what the coins were for. And breaker box. I knew there was a room where there was a fuse box or something. I think this needs to go straight ahead. I mean, we could have it turn a corner. Isn't the worst idea in the world. Actually, that's probably a better idea. Because then we can maybe snake. We can potentially get to multiple turns. Straight line here. No, we do need a straight line here. Otherwise, we're just going to go into the wall. 100% we need this. Okay. Can't take the tape with me. Okay. Well, I did say I'd prepared this as well. So yeah, I guess yeah, I was just heading into that direction. So god damn it, dead ends. That's unfortunate. Well, all we can hope for now is kind of something that allows us to snake all the way around. And also the lav keeps showing up. Yeah, okay, it's not terrible to take the bedroom here. Because it will allow us to backtrack. We'll get our footfalls, so it does mean we can do some backtracking. Yeah, okay. I am sad we can't go this way, but we'll take the bedroom. We'll get some footsteps. Also, a note. I think this is another one about the dinner party, isn't it? Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Emerson, whose particularly peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also appreciate a new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've been seen a billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though. I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciate that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hope your health improves shortly. KL. Another note, we might as well make a snap of it, and this was the bedroom, wasn't it? Guest bedroom specifically. Right. Guest bedroom, which gives us room gives us plus 10 footsteps. And specifically saying about drawing the billiard room, which I remember from the demo as well. Okay. There's anything. Oh, no, there's a gem in here. I won't say no. And I think that's it. Alright, now we can start backtracking. But where do we want to go? Are we going out the courtyard here? Or are we coming all the way back? And potentially entrance? Well, we might as well try the entrance door, see what we can get. We can try the hallway then. And then we have to hope this can go up. Yeah, we've got two options now for like having this actually progress. Chapel or the hallway / courtyard heading upwards. I guess we come back, we try the courtyard, see what we draft. And then we go all the way back. Okay. And we get... room counts as 2 rooms. Opportunity to earn and spread coins around. You draft the bedroom. A bedroom. Gain 5 footfalls. Opportunity to earn and spread coins. As in, like, we can do some, like, gambling mechanics or something. Potentially. Potentially have something join up there. Or we just go dead end. Counts as 2 rooms. I mean, we have 4 gems. So is it now worth trying to get additional rooms so we can get more footfalls? You know what? I'm gonna take the nursery. Anything knocking around? You don't have the children sleep with coins under their pillows or gems, stones, or anything. There is a banana, though, which gives us 3. The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. Okay, I don't remember a kid's book in any of the rooms. There once was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true colour, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. He never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad. The story he read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. For the story of a boy who also wore red. He looked like a prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. A story about you, if you need it to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book you just read. Yeah, I'll do my CBeebies audition. But it's red, and we've learnt reds are lies, right? You reckon the office is for a work mechanic as well? You have to sit there, write emails for 8 hours and get 100 coins. I mean, possibly. We could also be, I guess, coin farming on WoW or something in it. Well, do we get to keep the book? Is there anything of significance in this? I mean, maybe the name. Marion Marigold. Do we just keep it all? Maybe. Okay, right. Note-taking purposes. Copy everything, right? And anything could be a clue. So we will presume anything could be a clue. So, the Red Prince. This is going to be an item of some description. So, we will copy every image of it. And who knows? So is it me? Like, there was music at the beginning, but now it's dead silence. Is it one of these that it's actually ideal to have like a something playing in the background? Maybe. Because it's kind of dead air, isn't it? Which is a little disconcerting. Next page. Oh. Like, it could be just like a clue of like what, how many gems do they have in their crown and things like that. Could be a thing, right? So I'm thinking like anything could be a significant clue, but possibly not. So I'm going to err on the side of caution because anything could be a clue. Because, like, maybe it's something to do with the burbs, right? It could be something to do with the crows and the canaries and the swans. If anything, I've just heard, like, the rabbit hole goes deep on this one. So, anything and everything could be of some significance one way or another. So, this seems like a good plan. Also, hey, it gives me an excuse to mess around with Obsidian more. So I have to ask, like, how many people here have played this already, or is it just been a lot of people watching it? Is it on people's list of, you know what, at some point I'm going to play this myself, or is it purposely? You know, it'd be potentially playing it, you would get frustrated. So you're more willing to watch some other idiot bumble their way through. Also, I've already got that page, haven't I? It's on the list, is it? Right. How many more pages were left? It was like 3 more pages, right? Come on. This is overkill, I realise, but until we know what's important and what's not, I'm going to err on the side of caution, because, well, who knows? You've seen parts from different people enough to know it's not really for you, but very well put together. Trillion, although it seems very close to what you have to do for work, so might seem like it it's going to be hard work. Well, I guess not hard work, but it's actual work. It's maybe a little too close. Now, you've watched multiple people stream it. You did also download it to try to see how far you could get in day 1. You don't know if you have the patience to play the whole thing. Also, what I've heard is, like, once you've found room 46, there's still more game after that. So, like, I don't know if it's like a new game plus hunt for all the hidden endings type idea. I'm guessing there probably is something like that. Something like... You know what? From what I've heard, the hints and things like that, the idea there is more beyond the end, gives me a little bit of like something like The Witness. There were multiple endings, but they were hidden and secret, and you had to do extra things to maybe find them. I think it may be akin to that somewhat, right? Yeah. Right. Okay. So, do we think there's anything else here? No. Right. What we got then? Okay. So we've locked ourselves off this side. Now we need to go back. We've got 2 options there for basically dead ends. We're fine with those. And now we really, really need the chapel to go straight ahead and hopefully lead somewhere. Otherwise, we're fully screwed and we have to call it a day, and we don't get particularly far in day 1. But if we can find, like, I want to say it was the cloakroom was the place where we could store stuff, and we have a coin purse and a metal detector. I think the metal detector is the thing we want to store, though the coin purse could be useful. Sometimes streamers say, I'm quite far in, so I don't want to spoil it, and it always makes you smile. Right. Right. You know, this can be a dead end. Actually, it doesn't matter if it's turns left or right. What we got? Kitchen food is for sale. Cabinet, 2 items. Or the bunk room. Now, I don't remember the bunk room in the demo, so I'm kind of tempted by this. This is classed as a bedroom. Okay, so we get some footfalls from it. Twice. Ah, okay, so we were... It was a good idea to get the nursery there. That's just given us a whole bunch of footfalls. Can we... Does the hamster have a name? Oh, we got a beep. points. Anything we can interact with the old console. Actually, is the torch something we'll pick up? No. Right. Go up onto the top bunk. I don't think there is a jump button, no. Right. There we go.
Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he is not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys and I will not have to share my room and I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today will be a good day because he's at camp.
Sadly, Simon doesn't have knees. Yeah, so, like, our character is Simon, isn't it? So, we were a nephew and only visited here, so... Did we have a brother? Did we come with our brother? Maybe. You know what? Another message, another snap. Let's copy this as well, because why not, right? This was in the bunk room. I don't need to switch across. I don't know if it's important, but it may be, so... Right. So... Oh, the hamster has a little bunk bed as well. Right. Camp Colonel? Maybe make a note of that. Camp Colonel. Alright. We're okay with this being a dead end as well, but if we can have it be something where we can store stuff. Okay, it keeps showing up. I guess. Though having this is not a terrible idea because it saves us one additional step. We can go in here, maybe buy some food, which will give us more footfalls, and then we can like sneak through the chapel, which is going to cost us money anyway. But it keeps showing up, and I feel like let's just get it out of the deck at this point. And there is absolutely nothing in here. Well, that was disappointing. I was hoping for at least maybe a message written on the mirror. Can we flush the toilet? No. There's no dead bodies in the bathtub. Yep. Well, I guess we've got it out of the pool of rooms we can draw. Also, yeah, once again, your question from earlier, Nam. Deciphering these. Both of these were true statements. Look, this box is black, this box is blue, and then this was the gems are in a true box. Well, both of these were true boxes. So if they were truths, this was a lie, so the lie meaning, okay, the gems were in it. When you want the lavatory to be common, it wouldn't draft the whole house to have lavatory. Yeah, I'm hoping there's more than one toilet in a house with 46 rooms, right? Okay, right, that costs us money. So, I get it, there's a bishop. Okay, the stained glass. I remember going into the chapel in the demo. I can't remember the stained glass specifically. And each one has essentially a job. We've got a farmer or gardener. So they're in a slightly skewed order as well. A chef. That's more farmer, isn't it? They've got an actual kind of pitchfork, whereas that's more of a hoe. That feels like more of a gardener. So 3, 4. Chimney sweep. 5. There's 5. 5 is the maid? I guess that's a maid's outfit, isn't it? And then 6 is a jockey. 7 is... well, I guess king? Queen? This feels somewhat significant, doesn't it? Okay, right. We don't want to keep coming into here because it costs us money every time we do. So, chapel. Stained glass. Windows. What did we say? 1 was Green Gardener. Two was chef. I guess chef in white. 3 is farmer in a cowboy hat. Cowboy hat. 4 was the chimney sweep in black. Was the maid. Six is the jockey. Red coat. Huntsman, possibly. Red coat. And 7 is like, I mean, it's a very Joan of Arc. I mean, they have a shield, they've got a crown. I'm thinking king in armor. They all seem like feminine figures as well, so I guess it could be a queen. Just take a picture of like a couple of these. I at least have reference as well. Let's do that as well. I've got images, I've made notes. We shouldn't need to come back here. Plus, we're kind of dead end anyway. Am I sharing my whole desktop audio on OBS? I wonder if there's a way of doing only the game. Potentially, but like, I just have it recording desktop. Yeah, you're just gonna have to get used to the ding dong as every time I do the screen capture, because there's something else. Actually, I vaguely recall sometimes there were like coins on the pews or something. I played the demo, that I think sometimes there's something random appearing on like the pews. Alright, well, we have to hope. Right, okay. Gymnasium or dining room? I mean, theoretically, commissary could be okay. We lose 2 footfalls in there. Each day, a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has reached. I don't know what rank 8 is. Actually, no. I was thinking we were one step further. It has to be one of these, and it doesn't matter about the dead end element. I guess we take the dining room then. The only problem is then, like, stuff for, like, sound effects I have going on as well won't go out, so it kind of needs to be the desktop audio. I think dining room is our best bet. I mean, this costs us an extra, but, like, we're okay footfalls-wise. It's just... either these give me multiple exits. Yeah, we can't take this, otherwise we'll basically boxed ourselves off, so it has to be one of these. Let's go with the dining room. Is there anything knocking around? Nope. Okay. We do not want the closet. Bedroom would give us footfalls, because it's... is it another bedroom? Would the boudoir be classed as a bedroom? Food would give us the opportunity to get more footfalls. I'm going to go with the boudoir. Yes, it is classed as a bedroom, so we do get footfalls from it anyway. Oh, we've got a picture here. Christmas in the vault. Dun dun. Well, this was in the boudoir. Else. Aha. Right, okay. Did that picture actually... like, we can't really see a code on it? I mean, we know it's a safe, but... now that you know it means screenshot, it's less annoying to you somehow. Oh, okay. You thought I was just constantly getting messages? Was that it? Yeah. I mean, there's... actually, potentially, I think magnifying glass is an object we can pick up, isn't it? So potentially with a magnifying glass, we might be able to hover over and see, like, I don't know, nail polish or something on, like, certain keys of the keypad. But with no clue whatsoever what the combination is, I don't think we're going to be able to get into there. And there isn't anything else knocking around. Is there? Nope. Actually, this might turn? No. Okay. Yeah, because I'm playing so many games, like this would drive me crazy. Utility room, workshop. Combine inventory to create new items. That gives us 8 coins. I think it's going to be the Wild Rumpus room, isn't it? Oh, fuck, no, we're boxed in. All of these... Oh, okay. There is no... Okay. Well, the drawers kind of screwed us. So there is nothing we can do here. Which of these is most likely to potentially give us a note or a clue or something? Probably the Rumpus room, I'm guessing. Yeah. Alright. Well, we can grab all the coins, but it doesn't really matter. Because we don't get to keep any. Oh, a couple extra coins over there. Ah! So, on the other hand, we maybe spend all these coins on this fella here. Insert coin. Yes, go on then.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
Would be helpful.
The image is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see
Made out of cardboard?
a door marked by a rogue moon.
Okay, we saw that necklace, didn't we? Well, we saw a picture of the necklace.
No key. It is the door you have been searching for yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to
Damn it! I have all these coins to spend, though! Alright. Just spend all the money in the chapel. Just keep walking in and out. Alright. The Great Alzara. So what was the clues he gave us? The boy on a white shoreline. They look like lots of toys and that scattered around. That probably not important. It was too long to clip, sadly. Well, thankfully there are VODs. The black cat tied to a red flag. And a door with a rogue moon. Though it did not have a lock yet or something. There was something along those lines, wasn't it? Something about... But that seems like that's the final door before room 46. That's the destination we're trying to get to. Possible destination. Was there anything else this chappie inferred to us? That's about it, wasn't it? Shoreline, the black cat, and that was about it. And yeah, now we can't really do much else. Oh, what's Big Billy Bass over here? Do they have a name? No, no name. Check his backgammon. Yeah. There is nothing else we can really do, is there? We have 50 footsteps, 53 in fact. 2 keys, 4 gems, 21 coins, and nothing we can do. I don't think there's anything. Each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8. I don't know I know some of the rooms are higher ranked than other, but like the rank 8, I'm not sure. Like, we have to have found a rank 8 room before we actually get food in the dining room, maybe? We might as well use our footfalls to backtrack. Double check there's nothing we've missed, right? Otherwise, yeah. We have to call it a day. I mean, we could just like try to punch in some random numbers here, right? We're presuming what? 4 or 6 digit key code. 2, 3, 4. No, didn't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Yeah, because I don't think there's any other clues in here. This isn't really going to help. Like I said, I vaguely recall there being a magnifying glass. I think we found it to solve a clue in the dark room. But it could well work on something like this. I mean, maybe it's an implication because it's Christmas Day. Now, presumably, were they speaking with American accents? We don't know what year. So if it's 6 digits, we're screwed. But maybe if it's 4 digits, maybe it's 2512? Hey! There we go. Right. Well, we got another gem out of it. So what? Oh, it's just on a little standy. A red envelope, number 4. Okay. Well, we know. Presuming the combination doesn't change. Combo to safe is 12, 25. Christmas. And we got red envelope number 4. What's in red envelope number 4? Herbert, I was distraught to learn that you have chosen to omit the details of our dear Marion's disappearance from the public record. Okay, the Red Prince book was written by Marion. There was the implication that woman in the photo with the moon pendant. There's an implication that she's tied to the final room. So, we're looking for Marion Marigold. Marion Marigold's trapped in the final room, then. Right? From public record, it does not surprise me that the royal court would want this embarrassment kept as quiet as possible, but I am shocked that you have so little regard for your niece that you would play the king's scullion and stoop to kissing the foot of that treads upon her memory. She gave up her family, her fortune, and her life, and all you can do is think of your name.
Having never had a family nor fortune of my own, I cannot personally condemn you for faltering in your commitment to make the same sacrifices she did. But for the love of God, do not do by that same display of weakness clutch your petty assets so tightly that you undermine the cause that she forfeited everything to further. Our countrymen must be made aware of the price she paid, and must be made to see the colour of the flag she flew. She rode into the darkness of the 100 Nights. To deny her story is to deny her life. If through your silence you bless this betrayal, our son Simon, your heir, will inherit a fortune of lies and will spit upon your grave when he learns of your cursed foolishness. Needless to say, we will not be coming for Christmas this year. Daniel. Okay, once again, we're Simon. Betrayal of our son. What was the name that this was addressed to? Herbert. Okay, Herbert is not our great uncle then. He's our dad? Because it was Herbert Sinclair, not Herbert Sinclair Jr. or the third or anything like that, to presume like he maybe had sons and they might have been called Herbert. Alright, well, once again, it's a note. We need to copy it, don't we? Let's do... So is there anything I can do about, like, sound effects? Notification settings. Let's see. There you go. Hopefully it should do it now. Maybe toggle that off. There you go. Right. So this was red envelope number 5. Number 4, sorry. And maybe there are multiple red envelopes. So it makes sense to maybe collect all of these. Probably be important, right? Red envelope. These feel like these are the kind of main storyline ones, right? Actually, I'm going to make it number 4. No, I can't put that in there. Okay, red envelope 4. Let's do... Didn't make the ding noise, did it? There you go. Hopefully that's works better for you, Nam. And final page. Also, has Daniel been a name that's mentioned before? I don't remember a Daniel. Damn Daniel. But yeah. Okay, well, rather than just quitting the day, we were probably better coming back this way and figuring out what clues we had, right? Okay, and there's definitely nothing else in the safe. Okay, is there anything else potentially missed? Yeah, presumably we'd be able to pull that open and get food from underneath it if we hit the right day. That clock isn't moving. Potentially, yeah. I feel like there might be... it would make sense maybe there's a gem in the safe each time. But it's not a guarantee, I don't think. Like I said, I feel like these stained glass windows are actually a significant element. There's going to be a combination at some point that's going to require these things, potentially. Also, I'm noticing, like, the bishop
which we can't pick up or anything. I'm imagining a big chess set somewhere with a missing piece. But yeah. Doesn't look like there's anything else in here I'm missing. Kind of the holly element there. Can't see behind that. Yes, there's a bishop in the chapel. Surprisingly. These little statues, I don't think they're significant. Don't appear to be. I think they're just decorative. Stained glass stands out, therefore it's probably more important. Okay. This was the first proper puzzle room we went in for our parlor games. Definitely nothing in the toilet, right? Didn't miss anything in here. Can't access any of the cupboards. Nope. Do we think the Queen of Diamonds might be important? Ace of Spades. A landscape. O'clock. Do we want to go in there? Is there anything else? Hey, we've got enough footfalls, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Sure, there's anything else. Don't like it. Camp Colonel might be a thing. Read the note about little brother Simon or something. I don't think we can step outside and do anything, can we? It cost us a footfall to do it. Yeah, I don't remember doing this in the demo. Aha. Okay. There's a... It looks like a mine shaft or something down there in the grounds. Yeah, definitely don't remember stepping back out and exploring the grounds. I know there is... We definitely went outside in the demo to almost like a garden bit, and there was like a garden shed or something. Okay, we definitely need a torch for something like this in here, don't we? I mean, there's little brazier type things, so maybe even a lighter would do it. But yeah, it's very dark. We can't do much down here, but... Presuming we can clear some boxes. Maybe there's an axe or something. Crowbar. Yeah, feels like coming into here might be important as well. That way. Over there. Nope. Okay, now it's 20 past 8. Alright, we saw like a little picture of that little bridge, didn't we? Like I said, I definitely remember coming out of the building at one point to like one side of it. And there was like a little garden shed and such. Hello, Mel! Does this stop us and say, are you leaving? Hasn't stopped us yet. Oh. Is it Camp Colonel? Did it say about Simon had gone to camp? Oh no, maybe this is where we're staying. The campsite. Due to the rules set forth by in your great uncle's will, you are not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. You may call it a day at any time from the blueprint menu from tab. Okay, so this is literally where we're staying. This is Camp Colonel. It did cost us a footfall to come to this place. But, yeah, I mean, we've got so many footsteps we can use. We might as well do a spot of exploring. Do these count? It's a combination lock. Okay. Orchard has a combo lock. There's a little shed at the bottom of it. Okay. I'm going to make a note of that as well. Orchard. It seems comfortable. You're just going to sit on it. Fair enough. Has a 4-digit combo lock. Don't know what yet, though. I mean, we could attempt brute forcing it. There wasn't a date on the diary entry for when Simon went to camp, right? I don't think there was. So, 1,000 combinations. I don't think there's anything we really like. There's the obvious clue about Christmas. So that's why we went for that. We haven't seen any images of. There was the in the pantry. It said about fruit. There was 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 something else, wasn't it? I don't think that's relevant. Plus, that was only 3 food types. We've got a mine with blast doors. Okay. Yeah. None of this outside stuff was in the demo. this bit's new. Also, take it. Yep. Not leaving. Alright, well. Ooh, actually, it holds on to that. Also, what's these for, do we think? The fact that, obviously, as part of our inventory stuff, it's showing 1 of the red envelopes. Now, do you think they get side by side? In which case, there's maybe like 10 of them? Don't know what this is going to be for. Don't know what this is for. Maybe we can store a blueprint of a room and use it at a later time. Actually, it's giving me the mouse finger. Oh, you know what? I vaguely recall there were literal jigsaw puzzle pieces. Maybe they go in this, and we have to click on them. There may be like 6 pieces to a jigsaw, or 9. I guess it's more square, so it might be 9 pieces to a jigsaw. That would make sense. Okay, crossing over that bit is classed as a step. Okay, we've still got 38 footfalls. Let's go back up to the house. Let's try those last rooms in the east wing. See if there's anything we missed with them. That went down to the underground mine. Yeah. We know to keep an eye out for something that maybe references an orchard, right? Yeah, this was the only thing with 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. It might be a painting or something. You could see that being a thing, right? We just know about that's a false statement because it's red. Blue statements are true. Terminal password we don't know, but we can access it here. We could attempt to brute force it. From here, courtyard, spare room, guest bedroom. That's where we got the Red Prince book, right? Let's double check. Else? Really? Don't think anything really on these. Big vault. That looks like this spare room corridor type thing. They almost look like movie posters on the wall, don't they? Also, I'm definitely moving around more than that. Clearly the CCTV's frozen. There's a bathhouse. The vault is shown twice. Music room. Yeah. The clock room. Well, found another chess piece. Yes, you're right. The Red Prince book was in the nursery, wasn't it? Right, that's just the one that tells us to maybe have a notebook. Okay, we found a rook. Yeah, I don't think there is anything else of note or significance. Of course, we step in here, we get 2 footfalls every time. Another pawn. Greetings from Reddington. I guess we never took a snap of that. Let's do that. This is in the normal bedroom. Bedroom. Plus 2 foots on entering. Yeah, definitely nothing else knocking around. And then storage was just a coin, a gem, and a key, wasn't it? So I don't think there's anything else in there. Yep, alright, well, I guess we have to call it a day, because we're not going to be able to get anything else out of this. And we'll see what we draft the following day. Call it. There's nowhere else we can go. Can't spend any of our resources, even though we did really well collecting resources. We got a rustic inn. 61 steps were taken. 2 items found. To save and continue.